I'm not joking when I tell you I literally tripled my performance just by doing the same thing but focusing more attention to one specific data from my journal. This trading right here is about 1 year ago trading the same system, and this is how my equity curve looks like pretty much nowadays. What I did was just paying attention to one specific source of data. I extracted a few trades from my trading journal. Obviously I cannot do the entire log because it will be too overwhelming, laggy, and it would just take so much time. If you want to see more about my trading template, I already made a video. Just in case you are interested, I will leave the link in the description. Now, as you can see here, I prepare basically these things: status and the time. Status basically telling me whether I win, lose, or taking the break-even trade, and obviously the time. Usually I trade the London session, but also I trading the New York session time to time. Nowadays, based on my timeline, I focusing on the London session. So what I'm gonna do is I will highlight only break-even and the losses. And as you can see here, I can track the data. Where is the most likelihood that I'm gonna take some losing trades? As you can see here, it's pretty much the London lunchtime. What I simply do is if I see the trading setup that happening within that specific time period, as you can see here, this is the London lunchtime. There is not a strong trading setup, especially to my MVM system. What I'm gonna do is I would probably focusing on the New York session later on, because the New York session will give me this beautiful move. Pretty much the same with the Frankfurt or the London Open session. If we're coming back here, this is our lunchtime. Let's say if I want to get some long trade, I would probably get stopped out prior to the New York session, and then we'll get this beautiful trade to the upside. It might gonna seems like a minor detail, but I can tell as soon as I start paying attention to this bulk of data, my performance maybe not even tripled, but it's way higher than 3x from the previous experience. Also, if you think about it, instead of trading, let's say 6 hours a day, now I can see and trade maybe 2 hours a day. If I don't take or don't see any potential setup to be forming, I don't need to waste another entire day. Now, does this mean that my trading system doesn't work in that specific hour? No, because for instance, if we go to the BTC, as you can see, the same specific time period, I can actually catch a really decent move in the crypto. This is the same time period from my journal, but as you can see here on the BTC, I could potentially catch a lot of really nice move. Lot of nice trades. That's also why I am tracking which specific pair I'm taking the losses according to my time. Now, what I'm basically talking about is I already have my specific trading system. I know what to see, where to see, what to expect, and when to expect. If you're starting, you probably gonna have a little bit more variables to your equation, but as soon as you start to having a scalable setup, meaning it's happening over and over, so you can focus on refining your edge, this information becomes 3 times more powerful. If you're perhaps still struggling how to create your personal trading system or the plan, maybe watch the previous videos where I talk about how I exactly trade my MVM system, because eventually it comes down to 3 simple steps. I'm not gonna go detail into this video, but basically I will pay attention to one level, which is key high time frame level. I want to see some manipulation, and then I'm looking for the entry model to the next liquidity pool, which I simply calling basically A B logic, because price moving from one liquidity pool to another one. And once I have that information, all I have to do is find the most logical and most high probability trading setup. And if you start paying attention to your data and apply to your trade and specific market, instead of your equity curve looks like this, will eventually becomes more like this.